Ivanka Trump, one of former President Trump's closest confidants, his daughter, a former White House official, is testifying today in front of the House January 6th committee, according to multiple sources. The chairman of that committee is telling us she's showing up virtually, right? This is via Zoom or something similar. And she is answering questions. She's talking. She's a key witness in this investigation because she was there on January 6th at the Ellipse for the rally, inside the Oval Office that day, listening to one end of the phone call between her father and former Vice President Mike Pence. And I'm sure you remember her testimony is coming only a week now after that of her husband's, Jared Kushner, who spoke virtually for 6 hours with the committee. A representative for Ivanka Trump did not respond to a request for comment, but let me bring in now Garrett Haake. And Garrett, what's interesting is in your conversation with the chairman of the committee just in the last couple hours or so, he suggested that to his knowledge, and that's an important caveat, she hasn't been asserting, for example, executive privilege.
That's right. And Hallie, as best we know, we're probably on about hour 7 of this deposition. It's a little bit hard to track when the witnesses are virtual, but these things tend to start pretty early in the day. And so members come and go as they're able to stay on top of things. Thompson had to leave to go to a vote series that lasted nearly 2 hours. So, we don't know what he doesn't know in that gap. But even on the things he does know, he was pretty close-lipped. He told me that Ivanka Trump has not been especially chatty so far. And as you can see here, neither was he. Listen to this.
Would you describe her as cooperating?
Well, she came in on her own. That has obviously significant value. We did not have to subpoena.
And it's been virtual? She came in virtually, right?
Has she provided any new information, any new insights?
He said yes.
Good try.
On that question of new insights, I caught up with Thompson again as he was leaving votes. He told me that he had heard, while he was in the room, nothing revelatory, as he described it. But, again, we're putting together bits and pieces of a conversation that lasts 7 hours, Hallie, so we'll see.
This was voluntary, right? She was not there under threat of subpoena. There was like a very polite request made months ago, though, Garrett, back in January. Is it typical that it would take this long for somebody to work out the kinks of showing up in front of the committee?
Yes, in short, getting people to show up in a timely fashion has been a challenge all along the way, whether they be lower level aides, many of whom, didn't have lawyers, didn't have any experience with this, didn't know exactly how to proceed with even showing up. But also I've reported, and we've heard from a number of the witnesses along the way, that in some cases we might report that a subpoena had gone out or that a particular witness had received a subpoena, and they might not actually receive the subpoena for another week or two or perhaps even longer after that fact. So I don't read much of anything beyond the logistical challenges into the delay from late January to Ivanka showing up today, but I do think it is very important that she showed up voluntarily. It's a way to get around a subpoena. It's a way to get around the possibility of being held in contempt later, even if you don't answer the questions. Just a veneer of cooperation can both protect these witnesses and, kind of perhaps signal some degree of cooperation, that they're really going to engage with the committee in some way, even if what they say ultimately isn't revelatory.
And we don't know if she's done yet or what the deal is yet, right, Garrett? I know this stuff, just so people know, it happens, but it's not like we're allowed in the room. It's behind closed doors. We're staking out the hallways, but we don't see much.
Behind closed doors, locked out of the room. They're even using noise machines to make sure the reporters who do get close can't hear what's going on. But Hallie, as soon as we know, I'll let you know.
Garrett Haake, thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.